Hi, this is a quick movie to show you how to use a Thermo promo module inside Image Pro to capture images, including temperature information using the Image Pro capture module and the LinCam heated stage. The module is accessible within Image Pro, so you need to start off by launching Image Pro, and then you'll find the Thermo Pro module under the Acquire menu. When you launch the dialog, you get this window here. With on the left quick access and control, and on the right we have option for setting ramp profiles. So first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that the heated stage is turned on, connected and available to the software. So we need to make sure that the COM port setting is set correctly. Currently my stage is connected to COM port 1, so you can see now that I've actually got temperature information relating directly into the Thermo Pro interface. Up there we also have date and time information, which will be stamped into the images at the same time as temperature. So we've got here a control function which allows us to just very quickly set a target and a rate. So we can set the temperature to be 30 degrees C, for example, the rate of 5 degrees per minute, so we're going to cool down from 31.5, and when I click go, eventually you'll see the temperature start to drop. When it's reached this temperature, it'll hold that temperature, the target temperature, and we can then send any other command to go up, go down, do a ramp profile or whatever we want. Now the Thermo Pro module links in with the Image Pro capture. So we need to make sure that our picture settings are set correctly. So we can do that from Acquire Video Digital, or just click the Acquire dialog here. And when I click Preview, I get my preview. I can then set up my exposure settings. I can set my white balance settings. And if I'm happy with all these settings, I can then go and actually capture images using Thermo Pro. Now, because each image that is captured within Thermo Pro will be automatically saved, we need to set the location where those images will be saved to. So we've got the current image folder here, which currently is empty, so we need to select where we're going to save our images. By clicking this button here, I can select where I'm going to save my images to. I've created a folder previously called images in my documents, which I'm going to set as a target. When I click OK, you can see that this target is now set in the path name, which means that from then on, every image that's snapped will appear in that folder. If I use a snap button here, I get a single snapshot. The image is saved to the folder, but also displayed on the screen here, with on the image time, date and temperature information burnt into the image. Now it looks a little bit small, so we can change the size of the font here. So we can set 24, for example. We can change the color as well if it suits our capture better. And again, click snap, but then you'll see this change, the size of the fonts change. I can close any of these images. They're saved already, so I don't need to worry about saving any of them. And that's it for capturing images. However, the advantage of the Thermo Pro module really lies in the ability to create ramp profiles, where we're going to set different targets and hold times, and we're going to carry on capturing images throughout our experiment. So this is all done on the right hand side of the dialog here. We can set up to 10 different targets with different rates, different wait times, and the rate of image acquisition. So for example, I can set my first target to be 40 degrees C. I'm going to go through there at let's say 10 degrees per minute, and when I get to that temperature, I can then hold for a minute to see how our sample settles at that temperature or anything else. The image capture rate is in images per minute. So if we want to capture an image every minute, we can just simply put 1. If we're going to capture an image every 10 seconds, we'd have to put 6 images per minute, and so on. We can then put in a different target for the next step, where when it's finished, this whole time is going to go to, let's say, 35 degrees C. I can have a slightly slower rate for cooling if I want, or faster. And really the limiting step here is the stage that you've got available. Again, I can put a hold time there to see how it's going to wait, how it's going to settle when it reaches that temperature. And I could say capture an image every 5 seconds instead, or slower. I'm going to stick to 6, just to keep the same kind of rate. When you set all the targets, rates, wait times, and rate of acquisition, we can click go, and then it'll start driving the temperature up and capturing images every 10 seconds. So we see wait 10 seconds and we get another image. And as before, the images are saved directly into our folder where we saved a minute ago, with the temperature information stamped into the image. Now this ramp is probably going to take a little while, so if you want to, you can stop this experiment, or you can let it carry on. We have a stop button there in the bottom right hand side, where you can say actually no, I just really want to stop at this stage. And then because the temperature, the ramp is still set, you may want to set a different target. So just stop, go, and it will then settle back down to the temperature we've saved. Let's say all the images are saved as we go along. So if we want to reopen them for analysis, we can simply go to File and Open, navigate to the folder where we saved our images. If I sort the images by the date acquired, you'll find the last images we acquired at the bottom of this list. And I can select multiple images with the option to open a sequence if I want to generate a movie, and then review my images, where you can see the time and temperature information changing as we go through. That's it for controlling the Thermo Pro LinCam heater stage through Thermo Pro. If you have any questions, please contact technical support or your local sales representative or dealer. Thank you.